My name is Sam Pitsley. I am 26 years old and I am located in Alabama. I have a small business. My business name is Sam P Creations that I run by myself. It is catered towards handmade crafts. So I do a lot of sewing stuff in particular. You'll see that I do microwave bowl cozies, oven towels, coasters, keychains, placemats, kind of a whole bunch of different things, but my business is more catered towards sewing. I also do some craft shows on the side as well, and I do a little mix of trying to focus my business online and in person as well. We are running to the post office right now because I have to get this package there so it can ship out today, just so that it can make it in time for Christmas. They upgraded their shipping to 2-day shipping, so if I don't get it out tonight and wait till tomorrow, I might not get there in time. Yeah, could be. Thank you, you too. Love the post office people, they're so nice. That guy specifically that we just went up to, he's hilarious. Yeah, don't know his name, but my dude. No, I'm kidding. So what my typical day usually looks like is I'll wake up about 7 o'clock. By 8, I would like to try to get working, so I try to create like a little bit of a routine for me. Usually I'll get breakfast in the morning and then I go live somewhere in like the late morning, so about 10 or 11 or so. Then I'll break for some lunch. Usually I'm talking to Amber pretty much all day, so if I'm not on live, I'll be FaceTiming Amber and we try to see what is our plan for today and keep each other held responsible for what we're supposed to do for that day. About 6:30 or 7, I'll break and go to trivia because I host trivia on the side. If it is a Tuesday, that is when I do my product launch. For the weekend, I usually try to dedicate that to having some personal time and not focus on the business, but sometimes that's a little bit hard. I started this business back in April of 2020. It was part-time all the way up until January of 2022, and I have been doing it full-time ever since. So this is my studio slash bedroom. Right here is where I do all my sewing. I'll sit here. I have a iPad set up right here, which is where I do my TikTok live. And then I also have my Plinko board here, which is what I use when I do the Plinko game nights, which are pretty fun. So you have to join my TikTok live to watch those. And then over here, I actually have a whole bookshelf dedicated to fabric. And I also have bins under there as well with extra fabric that just kind of does not fit on the bookshelf. And then this table is for my unfinished work, so anything I'm kind of in the middle of doing, I set it on this table just because I don't actually have room on the table that I'm sewing on.
Do you ever get tired waking up every day and doing this?
No. And I think the day that you dread your dream job is the day that it's not your passion anymore. I don't have like a story behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. There's no one person in particular or group of people. So for me specifically, the day that I dread having to do what I do means that, one, I've lost my focus and kind of the goal as to like why I'm doing this. 2, it just means that I'm not passionate about it anymore. My plans and goals for 2023 are pretty high. So, I mean, I would like to get 10,000 followers. I'm at about 2,500 right now.
10K and 365 is a little low.
You think I should hit more?
Yeah, that's like really low. If you really grind it, if you're even trying just a little bit every day, I'm not gonna lie, you should shoot for 50K.
50K.
Because in social media, it's just this domino effect, you know? Like,
oh gosh.
Wasn't your first 500 followers harder than your first 2,000 followers?
I have a goal for how many orders I would like to reach per month and kind of by the end of the year, which would be awesome. I'm also planning to hopefully do international shipping. I have some goals that I need to set for my business when it comes to launches, products, holidays, things like that. When it comes to JOANNE and Hobby Lobby or kind of any material or expenses, I usually kind of wait and do like a big shopping trip. So I actually don't go as often as people may think. I know some people go a couple times a week. If I have to go shopping, usually I try to save it for twice a month. Well, I was looking for sloth fabric and then now I'm kind of getting distracted by the holidays. I like to joke around with people and tell them that when I come to JOANNE, I usually quote unquote black out. Once I'm here, it's like, okay, I forgot like everything that I really need and I just start to buy anything I like. Kind of torturing myself because I would love to have every single piece in my room, have my own like little fabric display and everything. One day I am going to build a little fabric store in my room. It's gonna happen. What motivates me is knowing that I do not want to do anything else, that I am living my dream right now, and I do not want to look back when I'm 40 or when I have a family. I could have tried harder. I could have done better. I could have done this to, like, why did I slack? Kind of motivates me, like, now is the time to be doing this. I have no obligation. What better time than now to actually pursue what I want to do? I have to give a shout out to my small business community because if it wasn't for them, even though we do different things, we are all chasing the same dream and we motivate each other to be better, motivate each other to remind each other of why are we doing this and to never give up. Start small, start it as a hobby. Etsy is free and you can use that as a platform to try to get your stuff out there. You can also do in-person things. There's so many different things. If there is something that you are passionate about, the only person holding you back is you. I told myself that if I'm going to do this full time, I actually want to do craft shows. That has always been something I've wanted to do. Kind of crazy that I'm actually doing it. In 2020, I was like, how cool would it be if I could actually sell my stuff in person? And now I'm actually doing that. But I did at least 20 craft shows this year. So when I talk about Amber, Amber is one of my best friends that I have met through the small business community. Same with Michelle. They are two people that I actually met in Connecticut. Your biggest supporters are definitely people that you don't know. It'll be very shocking. They support me way more than like my friends and family. And like I've never met them in person. When it comes to small businesses, whether they're doing the same thing that you are or you're not, they understand the struggles. It's nice to have people that you can relate to and be able to talk about things like that versus your friends and family who may not be doing it. They're not entirely going to understand exactly what you're going through. Do I have doubts about my business? Yes. I mean, as everybody else should. When it comes to a small business, there are pros, and a lot of people only see the pros, but then there's also cons when it comes to it. You spend most of your time doing your business. You forget how to do that work-life balance, and a lot of the time it kind of leans more towards work. I kind of question, like, am I crazy for doing this? And it's days when I don't get sales or I don't have a lot of people in my TikTok live, or, you know, I'm just not really feeling up to like the daily tasks that I have to do for my business. So that's when the doubt kind of sinks in a little bit, but it also turns around when I see the opposite effects actually happening. I get really good days where I have orders and all that doubt gets pushed aside, but you know, I do have days where I kind of question, should I keep doing this or should I just, you know, stop and go apply for like a full-time job somewhere? I have to keep reminding myself that this is what I want to do and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. This is my dream job. From me to my future self, I hope that one, we have a lot more followers than we actually do right now, which is 2,500. I hope that we can sell out of our launches in a couple minutes. I think that would be so cool. And three, I just hope that we're still happy and that this is still the goal, and I hope that we are still doing this in the future. And I don't know, do we have a studio? Are we still working from our home? Are we content with that? Where are we as a business located out of? This is my dream job now, and I hope that my future self still wants it to be a dream job, but I just hope that it comes from a small business and turns into a big one. If somebody came to me and said that they wish they could be doing what I would be doing, I would say, well, why can't you?
Yeah, drinking dope turned me to a superhero. Yeah, hit that pill, turned me to a superhero.